right. Holy new place. We're here. Oh, I just gotta sneak in here real quick. Let's fix it up. Push that back a tiny bit. Okay, what are we talking about today? Because I actually don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay, wow. I haven't done a video in a while, though, just because I've been, like, moving in and everything, so I'm pretty excited to get back into the game. I got a lot of ideas for you guys that I'm going to be doing, so I'm excited. But, yeah, this is the new filming setup. Like, right here, we got it. New couch chill. Like, yo, I got a couch now, yo. Like, that's pretty sick. Don't have to sit in that little chair or whatever. Action. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sam Downey here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram if you guys haven't already at SamDowney44. Also, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. That's youtube.com/SamDowney. I'm posting videos here all the time about, like, you know, trans stuff, non-binary stuff, all that kind of stuff. So if you're into that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and do all that stuff, because yeah, it's pretty cool. We got a pretty cool channel going on here. So if you're into that, you know, make sure to do that, because it would be sick, and I really do appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. What are we talking about today? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Like, I think a lot of trans people kind of experience this as well. You know, you come out as trans, and people literally jump on the first thing. They jump on the first thing. They're like, oh, shit, genitals. Snip, snip. And you're like, what the fuck, dude? I wanted to kind of go over today, like, the difference between, like, gender dysphoria, which people hear a lot, and then genital dysphoria, because I honestly believe that they're two different things. There are a lot of trans people that go and do bottom surgery, but there's also a lot of trans people who do not do bottom surgery, and it's actually a higher percentage of people who don't go through with bottom surgery. I think it's like 20% of trans women get bottom surgery, and then 10% of trans men, so trans men female to male, trans women male to female, but yeah, trans men get bottom surgery, 10%. It might be even like under 10%. So like in the end, like I just don't understand the stigma of like everybody that thinks that if someone comes out as trans, surgery, holy shit, snip that dick off, oh yeah, let's make a dick out of your fucking arm. Like, it's like, I don't get it. But people jump on that shit so quick, thinking that that's exactly what a trans person's goal is, and it's really not that. So we're gonna be going over the main differences. So I would say the main thing is gender dysphoria. So like, I guess there is a difference between, like, you know, there's a difference between gender and sex, right? Sex is basically what you are born as, or like, you know, what your biological sex is or whatever. Some people call it your assigned gender at birth or assigned sex at birth, basically, but that's what you're kind of born as. So it's like either male, female, intersex. Obviously sex can be a spectrum as well, because we do have intersex people and people with different like sexual functions, I guess. I don't know. I really wish I was a scientist, guys, but you know, like we're just going with the flow. We're just a YouTuber. And then there's gender. Gender is basically how you want to be perceived in society. So that could be, you know, like man, woman, non-binary, agender. There's a bunch of genders out there. Like literally there's been genders made new genders made every single day. And a lot of people think that this concept, it's like, oh, I don't understand why there has to be like 500 genders. It's like, bro, like in the end, I've gone over this in other videos. All you gotta know is the basics. Man, woman, non-binary. Non-binary kind of links in all those other genders. So you don't really need to know anyone's specific personal gender terms. You just got to know if they're non-binary or if they're man or woman, right? That's really all it really comes down to. And then those terms, it's kind of one of those things, if someone asks me like, hey, what's your actual gender identity? Like, what's your more personal term? And I'll say like gender fluid. And they'll be like, oh yeah, it's so cool, dope, yeah. But you know, if someone doesn't ask me that and just is like, oh, you're non-binary, I'm going to say, yeah, okay. Like, I'm not gonna be like, actually, I'm gender fluid. You should look that term up on Google. Like, no, like you just have to know the originals, right? Or the OGs. You just gotta know the OGs, or just know like the three terms, right? I think that kind of has a little bit to do with kind of the differences between like gender dysphoria and genital dysphoria. Is gender dysphoria is just how you're perceived in society. And let's be real, you know, you're not whipping your dick out in every single situation. In the end, like most people in this world are not going to see your genitals. So really, in the end, gender dysphoria doesn't really include genitals. It doesn't at all. Like, that's a whole different thing. And that's why I honestly believe that a lot of trans people are fine with their genitals, or they're just like, they just want certain things about their genitals to go away. So for example, like myself, I'm on hormones. I don't get as many erections anymore. So it makes it a lot easier to wear more feminine clothes because, you know, you don't have this giant fucking shotgun coming out of your balls or coming out of your pants, you know? And you know, that's can be a little bit difficult when you're trying to wear some skinny jeans. Like, it's like, what's that snake in your pants, Sam? Like, ah, shit. Yeah. So it's just, it's one of those things that, like, yeah, there are certain things that, like, maybe gender dysphoria you want different about your genitals, but actually, like, changing your genitals in general, I feel like that's a whole different thing compared to what gender dysphoria is. Let's talk about genital dysphoria. If you are going through with bottom surgery, you have to straight up hate your genitals. I'm talking about, like, not like them at all. Like, you gotta be like, nope, not down. You know, you have to actually, like, not like your genitals. And what I mean by that is, it's because, you know, bottom dysphoria or bottom surgery is a big thing. It's like a 6-month recovery. It can be even more at times, especially female to male. Female to male bottom surgery isn't really totally perfected yet, and there are a lot of risks to it. Same with even male to female. You know, I would say male to female is a little bit more down the road when it comes to, like, perfection and that kind of stuff, and it's been done a lot more, I guess. But at the same time, there's still a lot of complications and risks that you will run into. So it's like, you really have to hate your genitals to basically go through with that. You know, it is a lot. It's a lot more than just, like, you know, getting on hormones or something like that, right? Where there's going to be a couple of changes about your body, but there's not as many complications, right? But in the end, like, saying all this stuff, like, I'm not trying to, like, push people against, like, you know, going through with bottom surgery or anything like that. Like, you know, in the end, like, it's one of those things that I'm just trying to explain that, you know, gender dysphoria and genital dysphoria is a different thing. And, you know, being a trans person and being like, oh, I want to change all these things about my body, but I'm okay with my genitals. Like, am I really trans? It's like, yeah, you are. Like, you are. Genital dysphoria is a totally different thing than gender dysphoria. And, like, you know, wanting to, you know, grow boobs or, like, you know, getting implants or something like that, that's a totally different thing than wanting to, you know, change your penis into a vagina. Like, he's like, that's next level trans, you know? Like, that's level 2 trans, you know? We got level 1, level 2. No, someone's gonna hate me for that comment, but, you know, we said it, and it's happening. But yeah, really, that's about it for this video. I hope you did learn something today, you know, and I hope you learned that, you know, it doesn't matter how you are as a trans person. You can do whatever you want as a trans person and still identify as trans and still be trans. That includes, you don't even have to medically transition. You could only go on hormones if you just want to go on hormones. You know, you could just get top surgery if you're FTM, but you don't want to go on testosterone. That's totally valid as well. You know, there's different ways to be trans, and there's no perfect way. And we're trying to get around this, like, cookie cutter way of being trans, because I feel like a lot of those people that think that, you know, oh, a trans person's main goal is bottom surgery. That's their main goal. Their main goal is to change their genitals. That's their main goal. It's like, I feel like a lot of people are still living in this world that think being trans is cookie cutter, and it's really not that. You know, there's tons of different ways to be trans, and I think we should accept and, you know, be inclusive to everyone, no matter what their trans identity is, or, like, if they're non-binary, anything like that, right? But yeah, if you want to support the channel even more, make sure to follow me on Patreon or join my Patreon, follow the channel here. I really do appreciate every dollar people give to me. I do pay for my hormones out of pocket, and, you know, they're a little pricey in Canada, so I really do appreciate that. But yeah, also make sure to join my Discord server if you haven't already. You know, I'll put the link in the description for that. You can talk to some like-minded fans. I'm also playing Jackbox on Twitch. Now I'm starting that back up. That I got my own place, so let's keep that going. So, you know, if you're interested in that and you want to play with me, you have to be in the Discord server. So make sure you join the Discord server if you want to play Jackbox. If you just want to watch, then you don't have to be. But, you know, if you want to play, like, you know, you want to play. I think you want to play. It's a lot of fun, I gotta admit. We get a little raunchy, and it's awesome. But yeah, besides that, make sure to follow me on Instagram at SamDowney44, TikTok at SamDowney44. Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. That's youtube.com/SamDowney. And catch you guys next time. Peace!